What's up, guys? Excuse me. PuranTrading here. I'm gonna recap my trade today. RAD and ah shit. Okay, so I just did one of the worst things ever. Before I made this video, I ate some jerk chicken, and that shit is pepper. It's hot. My mouth's on fire. I drink water and milk. Jesus Christ. Bear with me. Okay, so I'm gonna recap my trade here today. RAD, and I'm gonna break down a little bit or break can't think straight. My mouth's on fire, and I'm gonna talk a little bit about why I'm watching PRPO for tomorrow. So let's get into it. First things first. Let's get this thing here pulled up. Let's get this thing here loaded up, and we're gonna recap my trade today. RAD. And why did I short it where I did? So let's get this thing going. Ah, damn it. I shouldn't have ate that chicken. Okay. Alright, so here we go. Here we go. Alright, so this is already pulled up. This is RAD today. And so we'll see what happened here today. I had this move here. From where we at? From the sevens to nines, 996 is the high today, and whoosh, that's what happened. So we had to move to 996, the high, and then we had this crash here. I'm going to show you why this happened and why I trade this the way I did today. This move here, I got I believe maybe one trade somewhere in this in the front side of the move, but really I was waiting for this here. This guy right here. This is what I was waiting for. Right there. This waiting for this to happen. And so anyway, let's break it down. Let's break it down. All right, so over here we have we had at a high of 996. I'm gonna put a line right here. I'm just draw it out right there for you guys. Actually, you know what? I'm not gonna do that. Let me take this back off, and I'm jump right into the gonna jump right into the daily, and break down the daily here. So okay, I'm gonna show you why did I short that, and why did I short it where I did. So all right, so let's take a second and let me start from right here. All this right here is not really all these tops not really relevant right now because we're not that far up. So I'm gonna just from here, I'm gonna pull this up, and I'm gonna show you why. This is so simple. This is so simple. If you a stock trader and on whatever day trader, option trader, whatever it is, you buy calls, you buy puts, or whatever. You could it's the same strategy you use for this. Um, but all right, so here it is. Here it is. All right, so we have this gap right here, right? We have this gap right here. Um, so I'm gonna put my line here, cross it out, just at this gap price. There's a gap price here at 968. Okay, so we have this gap price here at 968 right there. The gap close right there. We have a top here, and look right across the board. Now this is where the stock. This is where we got high of 996. Um, and turn around. You see, and it closes weak at the low. It closes all the way back down to the seven in the sevens. So look, so here we have the high right here, and then we have the top right here. This is a triple top right here, all the way across the daily. So uh, 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 you, I'm gonna take it from here right across the board. So this is so obvious; it makes no sense how obvious this is, and predictable or whatever. So here we have this triple top here, that happened today. Why wouldn't you short this, right? And so we have this gap right here that not only did we have a triple top, but we have a gap right here, right, that closed, and then we have a gap close reversal. So this is like a double shot, gap close reversal along with this triple top right here. That happened. This is ridiculous, right? So why wouldn't you go short, right? And you have people. So now this is something that people don't really understand, or you think you study, and you're a long bias trader, and you don't need to know shorting, but by you knowing how to short makes you so much better at going long, because now by you knowing these things, these gaps and where they are, and these resistant areas on the daily chart, then you know not to go long, because now you know what's going to happen, right? But people don't study, so you like it, I love it. But anyway, so here we have this triple top here. So obvious where this thing was going to turn around. Also, we have this gap right here that closed. We had a gap close reversal. So let me jump back now. I break down the daily chart. Let me jump back on the minute chart here. Back on the minute chart here. So let me get this in real quick. So now we had now this line here is where the gap closes at. This is the gap close price, and 996 is the high, and this is where we have the triple top on the daily. Let me just get rid of this thing on the daily. So there it is. You see the reaction to it as soon as we hit the top here, or the gap close. It had a little small breakout, but as soon as we hit the top here, we had this reaction. We had this pullback here, right? We had this pullback, and we have all these negative reactions right here, and it break back above, and then it tried to break out, and it could not break. I started shorting this right in this on this candle here, because there is just no way this was gonna break out and keep going, the resistance was just too strong, on the daily. So I was short. I was short in somewhere. Let me pull my chart up and see where exactly I shorted this. I actually shorted this with like a really small size, because I have a really small account that I'm trying to grow. So I shorted this only 200 shares, but look at the short. Look at what happened. Um, it's not about the money, or it's the move. So let me just pull this up right here, and here it is. This is my trade. This is where I shorted. See, 200 shares. I shorted at 981, right? Right on this candle right here, and covered at 924. 200 shares. Now my target price was 911. I was targeting 911. Let me get back in here. 911. Why was I targeting 911? Is this support line here, right here? I was just looking for this support line here at 911. For for my target. I was just using that for my target. But I could have stayed and held longer, because then you see what happened. This thing was going back down, but this right here was my target. When I shorted up here in 980s, and 980s, my target was 911. So my target hit. I actually got out a little bit before my target got hit. And I just took the trade off right there. But you see it for yourself here. See, I got short at 981, and it covered 924. And my target hit at 911 and kept going. But it's just so obvious, guys. It's ridiculous how predictable these things are. Look at this. See, right back down to where it started from. See, came right back down and kept going. Look at this. This is yesterday's closing price right here at say in the 760s. This is yesterday's close, and it got right back down there. So I could have held this. It had had the patience to hold this thing all day. I could have just held, but that's not me. I don't want to hold this thing all day. I don't want to sit there and watch this. So my target was 911. I shorted up here, and my target was 911. My target hit. I got out right before my target hit, and it just kept crashing, kept crashing, kept crashing. But this thing, it's like I said, it's so predictable, and you got to see this thing now. PRPO. Let me pull this thing up real. PRPO. I didn't really. I got short on PRPO up in this area, this top here. Just because this thing was just so overextended while it was running in. So I just slammed the bid and I got short, and I got this crash right here, and I came out not for too much. So that was my trade on this. But why I'm watching this for tomorrow. So we have this top here. This is the high of 393, and let me jump on the daily. Let me jump on the daily. Break this thing down for you. Why am I watching this for tomorrow? Let me see. Okay, so now PRPO is not really a stock that it's not known for making no big moves. You can see these spikes. They make move, but because of the float on this stock, it's like it, it doesn't really move that big. So let me just pull this up here. Open up a new window. Let me get on Yahoo Finance here real quick. Just want to check this, just to be sure. I don't want to tell you guys nothing stupid. I would like to be sure about what I'm talking about. So let me just get PRPO. Get up. PRPO. Let me go on the stats here. Let me pull this float. Okay, so so we have okay, so the float on this is actually good. It's not high at all. It's only 5 million. Only 5 million. 10-day average 10-day volume 102K. It does not cycle through this float. So let's let me jump back here. So okay, now this is why I'm watching PRPO for tomorrow. As you can see, okay, so here we have a green day followed by a second green day, then we have a red day. We have a green day, a second green day, then we have a red day. So we have a green day, a second green day, and then we have a red day. Actually, this is another push, but it's a red day. So you can see after every 2 seconds, then we have 2 green days in a red day. Here we have another 2 green day in a red day. So tomorrow, I'm looking for this thing here to fill this gap right here. Fill this gap right here. To fill this gap right here at 408. So I'm gonna put a line here. I'm gonna draw this line right here at 408, and I'm gonna delete this one real fast. Take this one. This is the high of today. So let me take this one off. So there's a gap right here to be filled, to get filled at 408, and This what I'm looking for this to have a continuation for tomorrow. You see all these that we have one green day, then we have a continuation, another green day, continuation. You can see it, another green day, continuation, and it goes on green day, continuation. So I'm looking for the same thing to happen here tomorrow. This right here, it closes high. This did not close weak today, and as you can see, a lot of these well, some of them, they close strong. Um, so that's what I'm looking for tomorrow. I'm looking for this to have another green day tomorrow and close. Hopefully, close this gap where it will have a reversal. Not so much as another green day, but just to get to this gap close price where I could short it. So that's what I'm looking for. That's my plan for tomorrow. We see we have this top here, and across the board or whatever. But this is what I'm looking for this gap right here. Let me just zoom in a little bit more so you can see it better. And there it is. This gap right here to close tomorrow. And you can see on the minute chart that this thing is actually holding its gains. So, it's coming from the two in the twos and it got to a high of 392, 390, whatever. And it closes strong. It didn't close weak. So possibly tomorrow we'll have another push where it will then close this gap here at 408 and then I will look to see how it reacts to it and look to short it. The second scenario, not scenario, but option number two is that this thing could also have a gap close and go setup. I mean, a gap close and go like it did right here. See, there's another gap right here, where it had a gap close and go. See, that's what I'm talking about. The gap right here had a gap close and go right there. So the same thing could happen here. It could actually have a second green day tomorrow, and we don't get the red day until Monday. You see what I'm saying? So here we have this gap right here. Um, Once this gap closes tomorrow, hopefully it will get there. Um, then I will watch to see how this reacts to that price at that 408 level. Um, and make my decision from there. Like I said, I'm not sure how this will turn out tomorrow, but what I'm looking for is for this gap right here to get filled and have a reversal. Um, in the case this thing fill this gap and start holding support, then we'll have this gap close and go. We'll just have to wait for tomorrow and see what happened like this day. Well, to actually today when it closes this gap right here, and we had a gap close and go. The same thing could happen tomorrow. We just gotta look for the reactions and how it reacts to that price tomorrow. And as you can see, this thing is holding its gains. Um, this right here is the first gap right here. Um, the first gap right here that closing, you can see it's bouncing off of that. See, we had it held support right here at that gap price, that gap close price, where we had the gap close and go, and now you see it's holding support. It's holding support at that price, and looking to this now this right here is where we have the second gap at 408 right here. So hopefully we can get there tomorrow, and then we'll see how this reacts to that price, and we'll go from there. Whether we're gonna make the decision on, we're gonna short at 408, or we're gonna see if it's gonna be a gap close and go. But like I said, this is why I'm watching for tomorrow, and we'll see what happened. Um, tomorrow we might have a nice big runner where we don't even have to. Well, I'm gonna be watching this anyway, but market been so slow lately. We haven't had any big move. We haven't had anything. Every day it's like a shitty pre-market. Shitty moves. Everything is just gapping and crapping. So this is my watch for tomorrow. PRPO to go ahead and close this gap at 408, where I would look to short it, and if it held support, if it's holding support at at that level, we'll trade it. We'll trade it as how we get it, how it comes. So we just have to wait and see. But this will be my watch for tomorrow, PRPO. So that's it. I'm not going to make this video any longer. Yeah, so good night.